The time is 1 a.m. Beep, beep, beep. What's a bomb? Or a microwave? Or a safe. Detective, we made it! Phew. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh, you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that scared them off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? Oh no. What? Ah! We've been had! Mask de mask, salutations, what? Out front, guards! Turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen. What? 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 Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. What the hell? The pay cut for gotcha. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. What the f? What? October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Looks fancy for some reason. Hey Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Hehe. Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are... Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Pearly, of course. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Hee. Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster? Treasure expedition. Oh god. Oh god. Sacred urn of Korean village. Isn't that... That's right. It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Korean exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? She looks exactly the same. Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Korean Village is the home of the mysterious Korean channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Korean School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Oh, I'm sorry, honey nut. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. For record, okay. Nick thinks Dolly has a... Wait, what? Oh, Centauro said that earlier. Nick thinks Dolly has a twin. Oh, God. Lordly Taylor. The city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, you even had the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember that I remember scribbling on that when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this expedition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. All right. I guess we should go and say hello. I think I remember this old folding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Korean Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling tech secrets. The six-leaf Korean sacred writings folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures, too? Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it! Ah, it's so cute. It's a little diorama of Korean Village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house! It even says Fay Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. I kind of want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. What the heck? What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Okay, so that's all. Alright, let's go to the basement warehouse. Orley Taylor, basement warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, all right. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Oh, sir. Good evening. It's good to see you again. You? I know you. Nice to see you again too, little miss. Ah! Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit time items are still stored away in here. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up. That's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Phew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge expedition like this must be very tiring. Well, Orley Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making? This computer. It looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. Oops. Looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Ah, I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I kind of doubt it. Aha! I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. Why are you talking about food? Oh, wait. That's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Oh my god. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Because we have, and I missed that achievement because I don't think I examined all the step ladders in all the places. Poop! Oh, hello. That's a big thing. It says organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You can't just see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else can read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Wow. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel. Why are you telling me that? Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Curian channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Amy Faye's golden statue out of the court record. It's holding the Shichizoto. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Korean Shichishoto. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, phooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look. It's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Haha. Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Haha. Shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. Oh my god, did Miss Andrews die? Or is she on trial? We're gonna find out. Nick, this is terrible! What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. Got up to the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Masque des Masques. Mask the mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. But Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing that toilet. Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask de Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Korean sacred urn was stolen. What? Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Korean village. That's all. Look, it's right there on the poster. On this poster. The broken one. Just remember what's inside. The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well, there are some best things left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Korean village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. The plain old pot. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I... Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Does that even bother you? Your beloved? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Korean School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick? I won't let you say you don't. Oh, okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah. Let's get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you'd find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Oh my gosh. Man, oh man. There's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask de Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask de Mask. It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. I get itches right here. I can't. We're in a Korean village. I was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. This urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick? Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. Oh my god. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. Okay, let's move to the hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here anyway? All right, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello? It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it right. If it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah. Good to see you again, too. I guess.
Mr. Detective Dick? Can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask the Mask.
Oh, I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that?
Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning.
How exactly do you know that?
We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said, the urn was just stolen.
Scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong. The urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case against a swelled head, thinking that he's an ace detective.
Ace detective?
Oh no. Wait, is it who I think it is?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask the Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask the Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum card. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask the Mask.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his fifth heist. Lordly Taylor had only cooperated. I could have caught him this time.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn?
Of course I did. Guy always sends his calling card before he steals something.
Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway?
That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask the Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that's impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men to on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues.
So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? So what's this calling card?
Here it is, but don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
What's this mark on the front?
That's Mask the Mask's signature emblem, pal. You can say it's his mark. All his calling cards have got it on them.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem.
Okay. That makes sense. When you get famous, there's always imitators. Or always. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay. No matter how many times you come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air-conditioned, to protect the art pieces, you know. Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? Heck, what does that mean?
I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Shh, silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What do you see?
Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that?
How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. And introduce myself. The name is Atmey. Luke Atmey! With a name like that, I'm not surprised. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney.
I'm Maya Faye, Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Faye. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game?
Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? So you really are as famous as you say?
Of course. For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city who had not heard of me. Look at me. Ha! I am Mass de Mass' archenemy, the ace detective Luke Atmey. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other, the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What's he saying, Nick?
Gothic, oh my god. As the name would imply. I had been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Mask de Mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise.
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask de Mask. Keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of the store, we were locked in a most glorious battle.
I see.
Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here, in Lordly Taylor. Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you'll find Atmey laying his elegant traps.
Elegant traps?
More like Damask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory.
I wonder if I should ask him what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night?
But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio.
Oh! Phoenix, no! At first, I received a request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Mass de Mass calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Hello, Symbolica, how you doing? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
Yes, he did, honey. Calling card arrived, right?
Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. I'd waited for him, alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous. Why else would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Concealed?
Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. Here's my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared.
But that's impossible. How could it just disappear?
How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here.
Someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout. He's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible.
Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior.
Huh? What do you mean?
This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is a canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atmey, have an eye for which it is educated enough to read the signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything amateurs. If there's something you should know about, you have but to ask Atmey. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask de Mask.
What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know?
I'll think about what to ask him while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. So I can't look at anything. Okay. Okay, so let's move then. Back upstairs. Or do I want to present something here? Here, lady, I promise to return your urn.
Thank you, Detective Atmey. I'm counting on you.
The final round between Detective Luke Atmey and Mask de Masks is set to begin.
Still, there's something funny about this guy. Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve his treasure from the last heist.
Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy?
No thanks.
Mask de Mask's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Ace cousin apprentice. I hope I don't suck as well back. Back, Zach. Welcome, welcome. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever. Well, Sir Lawyer. I've been told that you two are pursuing the mysterious thief.
Well, I'm not sure I would say that exactly. That's right. We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them to my office. Return them to my office. My office of earthly good lord. My office of earthly delights, the Atmey Detective Agency.
Earthly delights. Office of earthly delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Now we can look around. Okay. Wait a minute.
He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him.
Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay?
All right then. A pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah, that's the box that had the sacred urn in it.
Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there.
It was so hard to make that box.
Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya?
What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor.
Winding.
So there's no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it.
Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have to have been better if Mask de Mask had taken the box, too.
Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again?
Shichishito. That's literally 7-branched sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews.
Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. The sword. Wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night? Ah. Yep. The game isn't Godot. I haven't gotten to Godot yet. I love the Phoenix Wright trilogy. It gets frustrating because I make logical leaps that only make sense in my own head, but I do like the games quite a bit. And I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. Sword is bent, so it must mean last night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atmey smashed Mask Mask with it. Like this. Youch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair! Nice, man, nice. So, hell, it wasn't bent before the crime. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. Looks like this computer is storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in, yes, we already know that. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech things, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. From 1 a.m. at the night of the crime, okay? Oh, excuse me. The statue of Mystic Amy is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright and Company. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Earls? Statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? No. Ah. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. The statue was moved on the night of the crime. Updated, okay. And what's with the pink paint? Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint all over here. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. I wasn't here last night. I've noticed a color that's outrageous. This paint is already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was split. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the left side of the stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the door to the actual store already. So back there. I guess that's where they keep things secret. Remember, Maya. Xander said we're not allowed in there. Okay, so that's all. Actually, I want to check. Oh, didn't tell me anything. Let's try moving, I guess. Back upstairs. There we go. Ah. Hey Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Beep. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying... You captured Mask Day Mask?
Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered. But still, I got him.
Mask Day Mask surrendered. That's great. So when can we come and pick up the sacred urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you...
What? Something wrong?
You think you can swing by the detention center sometime?
The detention center?
He wants to talk to you. Mask Day Mask, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon.
The detention center, huh? Oh. Whoops. This agency looks more like the set of some B-grade horror movie. Hey, hello? Is anyone here? Looks like nobody's home. What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that frame picture back with us as a memento. Don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later. For some reason I saw that. Yeah, that's what I... No, we gotta go here and then... There we go. Detention center.
Hey, pal. Welcome to the detention center.
You sure are in a happy mood, aren't you?
Yep. After all, we got Mask Day Mask.
Right, but, so where's the sacred urn?
Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick. He is? If you think about it real hard, we are the victims.
Well, I guess so, in a way.
I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. Who are you? Mask Day Mask, okay? Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask the Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. So, you're the Mask guy? Yes, you bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no. If you know what I mean. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled Mask Day Mask, it's actually Mask Day Mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well... I know why. It's because you saw such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Or maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he said said, especially that last part. Mr. Damas, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir, I will. I promise. Or maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn. Right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Is the gray, like, supposed to signify that he's whispering or something? I can't tell. Don't worry, just tell it to us straight. Please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. Never, Cloud. That urn, I lost it! What? What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, or no, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it, like I said. These things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know? What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry! I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting. Are you really sure this creep is Mask de Mask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. So, who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that! I guess she must be his wife. I'm alright, Cloud, how are you? I'm sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you can go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? That's good, Cloud, I'm glad. Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry, naturally I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Oh, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pelpepe. Palazzo Pelpepe, 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick, to Mask de Mask hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. All right. Oh, whoops. De Mask's hideout. Whoa, what the? The wigs. Wow, check this place out. No doubt about it. This Mask de Mask hideout. This is Mask de Mask hideout, all right. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight? That's right, I'm Desiree. Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer. And the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you? I'm Maya Fate, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nikki Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome? Did she really call me Nikki Boy? I have to examine this thing in the back. What is this? It's Mask de Mask. There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. Click. Ha 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 ha! I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ha 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 ha! I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh, I know. It's a fishbowl. Well, an upside-down one, anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. Oh my gosh. Okay. About your husband. Excuse me. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit? By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now. Haha! Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. Hi, Ronnie. He has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying. As if it was even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Oh my god, this all just... He's a collector. Why might Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Me, I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line. You know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for the thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways.
Other ways?
Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that so fast would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. Makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin.
Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife.
So where does Mr. Delight get all his money from? Ronnie's the security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? And so they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
He's a security guard. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. What is chicory? Can you tell us about what happened last night?
What time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Ah, last night was horrible. I got pulled over.
Pulled over?
Yes, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right?
Yes, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically, he's got no alibi. So what do you know about this?
No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret. Don't you remember?
Oh, oops, sorry about that. The way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did.
Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Seriously, I love old stuff like this. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lord Lee Taylor with these types of things.
Maya looks so happy. She's lit up like a 1,000-watt bulb.
Terrific! You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Oops. Looks like the light bulb is starting to flicker. Twigs. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here.
Duck and cover! It's a missile! Did you know there's a dynamite in missiles?
But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're really just well-made toys. They're just really well-made toys.
What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazzarini Stone, the Great Albatross Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy.
Did the police even investigate this place?
Nick, it's a torpedo!
It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real.
Where did you have picked up something like this?
Please don't say that torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. Maybe back to the detention center.
Oh, that's Master Matt's calling card! Pretty nice looking, huh? Looks so happy.
I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. Really sorry I caused so much trouble.
If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place.
But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same. Other treasures feel the same.
You sure seem sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart? Poop, I don't know what to do now. Huh. What the heck do I need to do? I'm missing something. But what is the question? I should just save real quick. But what the heck? Desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. No. Not carbon, oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh? Well, there are always alternative theories, I guess. If by alternative theories you mean the ones you make up inside that head of yours. I might, because I don't know what to frickin' do here. Hey, Nick, look on top of the chair. Looks like an envelope. And a letter. Well, don't just stand there. Come on, let's read it. Maya, you know we shouldn't do that. What are you talking about? That letter could be an important clue. No, wait, you can't just go reading a private letter because you feel like it. It's not just because I feel like it. It really could be important. If I sure was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. So not that. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them. Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. But wow, Ron really studied his stuff. No. By your husband in Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep. What? Huh? Biggest fan? There we go, I found it. Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. You say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask the Mask. What? What are you talking about? There we go. So, when did Ron first become Mask the Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Mask the Mask. Huh? But wait a second. Look around in this room. This place is obviously Mask the Mask's hideout. No. You're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Mask the Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Mask the Mask after all. Sorry, Kira, I know, right? Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know it may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I could tell you've got a good heart. Somebody frame my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Apparently contains something important. Can I look at it? Nope. Alright, back to the courthouse. Or detention center. Oh, that's right. Here. This is from your wife. Oh, my from Desiree? Thank you! Letter given to Mask de Mask. Actually, more like taken. Ah, sucks, honey. No, I'm sorry. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard, the ink is going to be squeezed out. You look so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes? In the letter that Desiree wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. Well, why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this masked guy. Of this demasked guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading. Oh please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? What happens if we refuse? I don't think we've ever refused the case. I want to see what happens when we actually do refuse. Don't do it, Nick. He's a thief. Mr. Nick, I agree with Mystic Maya. Well, I admit something about this guy stinks like last week's sushi. I guess I really should say no, but that we wouldn't have a game. If I do that, this poor guy will have nobody on his side. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to take your case. Really? You will? Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever! Wah! Pearly, wait! This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. I think I'm going to cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back. Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. Hey, Pearls? It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. I should have trusted you. I'll forgive you ever. Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls? Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. Pearls, good. It was when that murder happened at Korean Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Hey, Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea. About you and me. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Korean Village custom, sort of. Oh no. Oh no! Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Oh yeah. I remember now. Pearlie's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. See, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me, too. Maya. My mother's gone, too. My mother's gone, too. There are hardly any men in Korean Village. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did. And that's why you're undergoing training to become a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Korean Village kind of revolves around its women. Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father... He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Faye. The current master of the Korean channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? And according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, the master of the Korean technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fae main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office. Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick? Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls? I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick? Yes? From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. Oh, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing. Well, I'm gonna go out now for a little bit. Huh? Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm gonna show you it can be useful too, by finding some evidence. Hey, wait a... She sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Okay, back to the hall. Here we go. Maya! Oh, Miss Anders! I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn! Please, calm down. What's wrong? It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I don't know. I know I don't look it, but I'm very good with my hands. I can make you another urn. Hold on. Just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down, and talk to us. Forgive me. Forgive me. So when did you get the calling card from Mask de Mask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Atmey to help with security? Yes. In fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Mask de Mask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes. I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. So that's why there are security cameras, even in the basement warehouse? Yes, Lordly Taylor is very serious about their security measures. Is there a way of saying, bring it on, to any potential thieves? Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left it with a nice souvenir. Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object. I'm sorry, honey nut, but have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Maybe, but it's actually after appraisal was, well, Practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atmey. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Kurian. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Mask de Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Did show her the log? I know. It's all my fault. What was that thing? I'm just wasting my time here. Okay. Basement. No open flames is what that says. Yeah, I don't think there's... Satcho's wasn't where it is now. Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it? Well, if someone moved it, it was probably the criminal. Maybe he didn't like it being watched by Mystic Amy while he stole the urn. Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with that kind of talk. Really good. It's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about the paint mark. The bottom left part of this is shaped oddly in a shocking pink. I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. It's on a trolley though, so it was moved. Purchase order was right there on the other side of these doors. Yeah, and according to the security camera data, someone was in there last night. What I'd like to do to him? Computer data. Someone did in fact go through the big doors, right? Yeah, I guess so. The shutter did go off once, you know. Okay, we already looked at this stuff. Look at it again. I'm starting to think this thing is so cool looking. I'll just strap it to my waist and walk around town like a samurai. Careful, Gumshoe will lock you up and throw away the key if you're caught. What a looking wooden box. Ah! That box had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity. Oh, we already... Yeah, weird. Okay, so we did that. There we go. Hello? Well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh! Silence! Precisely as I expected. What is? Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? I think we've already been through this. Ha! So my estimation was correct. Zavari! How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Wow. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my arch enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I've heard you've been after Mask de Mask since the very first theft? Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself. So, that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit? I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes. Oh, excuse me. I brought some equipment from Lordly Taylor and set the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. So how did Mask de Mask manage to steal the urn? That's the million-dollar question. What is Mask de Mask? What is de Mask's modus operandi? Mr. Atmey, do you know about the sacred urn? And I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask de Mask. Sacred urn? That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Mask de Mask stole this time? I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to capture my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn.
There's something that's kind of bothering me.
Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers wandering alone in the dark.
Well, I was wondering how the mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know?
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Mask de Mask. Oh no! It's a psych lock!
What the?
It's a psych lock.
It's a psych lock?
Fuck.
Hey, Nick, what is this psych lock thing?
Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are.
What? This Magatama has that kind of power?
Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year.
Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized Fae family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do.
This is the woman that's going to take over the Currying Channeling School someday?
So how do you do it? How do you break the psych lock thing?
Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret.
Cool! I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out.
Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Here we go. Mask de Mask MO. Detective Atmey, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Mask de Mask commit the crime. Well now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, I indeed was guarding the warehouse. That much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Atmey guy is lying through his teeth. I know, I'll show him some proof. Detective Atmey, I have here proof that someone went through that door last night. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atmey, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? He's hiding it. There must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just the piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Mask de Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time was because you were... unconscious. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence! Detective Atmey, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Ha ha ha! Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atmey, would be knocked unconscious so easily? This sword proves it. That's... Yep. Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. Oh, thank God it was an easy one. He's sweating. Unlock successful. I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So, you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you. Clobber? What an ugly way of saying it. But I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer.
So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse?
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
Ouch! Mr. Atmey should have his poor head examined.
You can say that again.
How could he have underestimated the thief that badly?
Updating the court record.
Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That Atmey is the greatest ace detective in the world?
No, that he never actually saw the thief.
Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be masked demask.
Just a moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably masked demask.
But you never actually saw him.
Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency.
Oh.
Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief, taken by the security camera.
That's him. Mask demask.
Wait, but it's 2 minutes before 1 o'clock. And didn't it say it went off at exactly 1 o'clock? The thief can be none other than the arch-criminal Mask Damask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes.
But what are you talking about?
So, what do you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate.
Oh. But how would you know about that?
Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of this earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Luke Atmey.
Well, I guess we better go take a look, just in case. So, what do we... Oh, around 1 a.m. I thought I said exactly 1 a.m. Okay, let's head to the hideout. Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Atmey said?
Exactly that. Those crimes, there should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. Investigate.
A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. $50,000? This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, all right. Blackmail letter out of written with a fountain pen. Ding dong. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you.
I see dazzle distress. I just can't help myself.
Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee.
Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice.
Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest.
You're... Oh, Nick, it's you! And Maya, too! What a fluke!
Ah, Larry! Long time no see. What? You know each other?
Oh, Nicky boy. Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on?
Something, if you mean what
I underestimated you, Nick. Oh, a gorgeous lady like this. And married, too? Way to go, dude!
I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the Butts. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been... not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other.
Hey, man, that wasn't nice. How was your very first client?
We've got quite the storied history, he and I. And what we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the Butts.
Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here.
So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check on my bike.
Nice girl, not Jessie. So how have you been, Nick?
Too busy if you really want to know. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. And what's with those clothes? You look, well, weird.
Hey man, that's a call for. It's my uniform for my part-time job. I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun.
What's wrong?
Nick, I gotta tell you, women, I don't trust them anymore.
You got dumped again?
Well, you know, Benifer, Well, I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's when I met the famous Katie Tom, and my whole life changed.
Benifer? Katie Tom? I have never heard of either of them.
Anyway, dude, Katie Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it?
Well, actually... Anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure.
Women. They're so... Oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest.
Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Why are you here? So what are you doing here anyway?
Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Oh, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working.
A wallet? You say this? You found this last night?
Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself.
Ron's wallet added to the court record. Interesting. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here.
I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick, is that what you're thinking at all?
No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news.
He really is here just to check out Ms. Delight. Miss Delight. So you said you found it at your job, right?
Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know?
A security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. So what time was it when you found this last night?
Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi?
You're not the one on the hook for the crime this time, buddy.
I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building.
What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there?
Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there.
He works there? You mean Mr. Delight?
Sure, here, take a look at this. It's right here in this wallet.
What's this card?
It's a key card for the security company. See? It's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it.
You said you were working part-time at a security company, right?
That's right. Oh, why are you making that scary face?
Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Okay. So back to the detention center. Oh, no, wait. Shit. Maybe if I present the card to him. So you're sure about this key card?
Oh, yeah. It's the key card we use in the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record.
It leaves a record?
Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when.
Larry, I need that data.
Oh, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi.
It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Oh my god. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you?
Hey man, be serious. You know what I was interested in.
If Mass Day Mass doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. Oh, Larry. Can I go back to the detention center now? Nope. No, he's not interested in that. Okay. Piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, man. You couldn't have just said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog. Okay. Wait, session, yes. I don't know what to do now. Shit. Oh, wait. I present him the blackmail thing? Because he sent us to go take a look at it. God dang it. KB security at 1 a.m. on tour told to bring $50,000. To the red diamond you received the other day instead. Wait, what? Wait, that's... He's the one that got the jewel. What? Zemsey. Nice. I hate when I'm stuck. Hey, Larry, what about this?
What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter?
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, well, I don't know anything about Alexis. That's the truth.
Huh? What?
I can't believe you did this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money.
No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. He thinks it's...
Phew. Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot.
Wait, I'm the idiot?
I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope.
Yeah. So what?
That's where I've got a part-time job. At KB Security.
What? Sounds like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it, right? You know about it?
That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now.
Huh? So what are you doing here then?
Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mine's doing, the cat's away.
Yes. Anyway, how far away is this company?
Oh, let me see. About 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road, anyway.
Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. Rondelite was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Oh, phone. Hey, Nick, your phone. Hello? Is this the Wright residence? Ah, Pearls! Where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try to find some more clues, but... I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Well, the person who doesn't act his age and always says Zavari when he's excited. Luke Atmey, ace detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. All right, I'm a little scared. All right, let's go, Maya.
Oh, wait a second, Nick.
What?
A phone call just now. Sounded like a real cutie.
Larry, no!
Another one of your special friends?
Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry?
Zemsey, no!
Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya. Pearly. I never thought I'd see the two of you again. I thought I'd never see the two, whatever. So, is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last? Yeah, now that you mention it. What's up with the bag? This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. Looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true. And truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth.
Well, hello there.
Eek! He's here!
What are you doing, sir lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly.
I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you.
A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior.
The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that?
Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Zavari.
Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic?
Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Atmey, will take the stand. And then, Zavari! My testimony proved to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators.
Conspirators?
You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There's a far more dangerous threat to you that you will face during the trial.
What are you talking about?
Let's try and remember what it's. Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot.
Godot?
You've taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty.
Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is Damask.
My dear lady, times may change, but people, sadly, do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature.
Who is this Godot person?
It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him.
Prosecutor Godot? But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick?
It's no surprise that a superior medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad.
Huh?
In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country.
And you agree with that?
Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atmey of the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. It looks like we're done investigating for the day. So, lawyer, the stage has been set, and all the pieces are finally in place. He's a dork. He is. All there is now is for the dance to begin.
A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. To be continued.